Hey everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. My name is Jayden and today I'm going to be doing the anti-TBR tag. I know this is an older tag, but I wasn't in the book community when this came out, so I'm gonna do it now. I don't know who created this tag, but I recently watched Raelee Orton's video. I'll link it down below. I don't think she mentioned anyone in the video who might have created it, so I apologize. I don't know who created it, but I definitely want to participate in this. I do want to say that in this point in time, today's February 11th, 2022, I have no desire in reading any of these books, hence why they're in this video, but my thoughts might change over the years. Who knows? Okay, just jumping right into it. First question is a popular book everyone loves that you have no interest in reading. So there's a couple that I can pick for this. The Akatar series, From Blood and Ash series, and then there's another one, Throne of Glass or something like that. Those fantasy series, I have no interest in reading those because I'm not into fantasy. I've tried getting into fantasy, I can't do it, so I will not be reading those. A classic book or author you don't have an interest in reading. So for classics, I'm not really interested in any classics to begin with. I've tried reading classics, they're not really my style, so because of that, I have no interest in reading any of them. Like, I know that the Jane Austen books, like her books, they have really beautiful classic covers that look really nice on a shelf, and I would love to have them on my shelf, but I know I'm never going to read them, so I know those are a book that I have no interest in reading. Number 3, an author whose books you have no interest in reading, and then the second part of question 3 is a problematic author whose books you have no interest in reading. So a problematic author that I know of, which I did read his book, but at the time I didn't know he was problematic until after I read the book and I did research, but that's AJ Finn. Definitely feel that he's very problematic. And then an author whose books you have no interest in reading, basically any author who writes fantasy, like Sarah J. Maas, Jennifer L. Armentrout. I did read White Hot Kiss back in like 2014, 2015. I remember being super into it. I think I never read any of her other books in the series, so I can't remember. I feel like if I was super into it, then I would want to read the second one right away. I don't know. Number 4, an author you read a couple of books from and decided their books are not for you. Gillian Flynn. I read Sharp Objects and Gone Girl, and I can't get into them. Her writing style is just so odd to me. I can't get behind it. I'm not into it. I wanted to read Dark Places and The Grown Up, I think is like her smaller book that she has, and then do a whole video on like ranking and reviewing her work, but I can't do it anymore. I'm not going to put myself through that when I read for pleasure. So Gillian Flynn, no. And then Paula Hawkins is another one. I read The Girl on the Train. It was okay. And then I read A Slow Fire Burning, and that book literally killed me. It was not good. So because of that, I am done reading her books. I also wanted to make a video on ranking and reviewing her as well, but I can't do it anymore. So I will not be reading any more of her books. A genre you have no interest in, or a genre you tried to get into and couldn't. Fantasy. We all know how I feel about fantasy. A series you have no interest in reading, or a series you started and have DNF'd. Basically, this is like the same as the first question. I didn't start a series and DNF it. Actually, I did. The Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. I read Cinder, and I planned on reading the other 3, and I couldn't do it. So I actually did DNF that series. I did finish the first book though. And then a series you have no interest in reading at all would be the books I mentioned in the first question. So Throne of Glass, From Blood and Ash, and A Court of Thorns and Roses. And then the last question is a new release that you have no interest in reading, and that is The War of Two Queens by Jennifer L. Armentrout. That is the 4th book in the Blood and Ash series. I have no interest in reading that. That comes out March 15th of this year. So that is the anti-TBR tag. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to participate in this tag if you want to. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and turn on post notifications to be notified every time I upload. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.